Hello team, welcome to this week's Adult Senior Black Belt class curriculum. So today we're going to be continuing our journey on Creative 1, Striking Tonfa, and Panther Set. We're going to be introducing you to self-defense technique, trusting salute, and we got a cool workout for you at the end of class. So ready, everyone with me? Snap to attention.
Sure.
Spread your feet, make a fist cover, bring your feet together, and team curves them out. Relax stance, hands right behind your back, and repeat after me. To build.
To build.
True confidence.
True confidence.
I must have.
I must have.
Knowledge in the mind.
Knowledge in the mind.
Honesty in the heart.
Honesty in the heart.
And strength in the body.
And strength in the body.
Winners never quit.
Winners never quit.
Quitters never win.
Quitters never win.
I
Choose
choose to be a black belt.
to be a black belt.
All right, team, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Ms. Casey, you can take a moment to rest before I throw you out here on the mat. All right, team, so we're going to start with, we're going to do some sparring drills, right? So even though we don't have an opportunity right now to work with partners and spar with partners, we can kind of do this with our partners. It just keeps some social distancing between them. So the idea here is maybe someone's going in here and throwing a kick or throwing something, a strike to our lower body, and what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle back. We're going to shuffle back into it for a downward block. So I want everyone to get back into your guarding stance. I want you to start with a boxer shuffle. We want to just make our hands, keep your hands up. You want to shuffle back and forth when you do your boxer shuffle, not hopping up and down, right? You're trying to keep light on your feet, on the balls of your feet. Don't let your heels touch the ground. Or if they touch, they need to pop right back up really quick. We're just shuffling back and forth. When I say go team, what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle back at a 45-degree angle. We're going to take our front hand, we're going to block downward, and then we're going to reset right back to where we are. All right, team, ready? So right here, hands are up, ready? And go, back, boom, and right back in your spot. And we're still just shuffling back and forth, nice and light on your feet. Ready, and go, back, and back in. Right, team, and still shuffling, right? And go, back, and back in. Right, team, keep going, and go, back, and back in. Right, team, and again, and go, back, and back. Right, team, we're still shuffling back, right, and go back, and back. So make sure you get your first avenue of escape is we want to get distance between myself and the bad guy. So he's throwing his punch, kick, whatever it is, I get out of the way. That's my first avenue. Second is that deflect, try and get out of there if I need it. Right? Go back, right. Switch to the other side, go, ah! Right, team, we're still on our boxer shuffle, ready? And go, shuffle back, boom, and come right back. Right, team, we're still shuffling, right? And go back, and back in. Still shuffling back and forth. Ready, go back, and right back. Right, still keep those hands up, eyes focused to the front, and go back, and back to the front. Right, team, ready? And go back, and back to the front. Right? And go back, and back. Right, team, and go back, and back. And switch, Team, this time we're going to add a second block to it, so we're going to still going back. We're doing our number 1 block, which is our downward block. We're going to do number 4, inward block. We're just going to take our palm of our hand, press, parrying to the outside. Right, team, so let's go back here. And go. So block and parry and back. Ready, team, and go. Block and parry and back. Ready, and go. Block and parry and back. Ready, and go. Block and parry and back. Go. Block and parry and back. Ready, and go. Block and parry and back. Ready, and go. Block and parry and back. Ready, and go. Block and parry and back. All right, team, and switch to the other side. So team, just keep boxing and shuffle here. So think about this one. This is like someone throwing a kick. Like maybe they're throwing a kick, boom, and they're throwing a back knuckle in there, right? So we block the kick, and we throw that back, and block that back knuckle as well. So ready? And go. So we're going to go back, parry, and reset. Ready? And go. So block, parry, and go right to your spot. Ready? And go. So block, parry, and right back. Keeping the hands up, eyes focused, ready? And go. Block, parry, and back. Ready, team, and go. Block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. Block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. Block, parry, and back. And switch back to the other side. Team, now we're going to add a back knuckle to it. So we deflected a little bit. Now we have to take our initiative. We have to take a fight to them. So we're going to step back. We're going to block. We're going to parry. From here, we're going to take our front hand. We're going to roll back. Back knuckle in. So we have to close that gap, right? So we're here shuffling around. We step away from the bad guy. We parry. As we're closing in, I don't want to just stand here, lunge in, back knuckle, keep my other hand up as a guard, shuffle back. Ready, team? And go. So it's going to be block, parry, shuffle back, and move. Ready, and go. So block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. So block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. 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 Block, parry, and back. Ready, and switch, other side. Same thing, we're doing that block, we're doing the parry, we're doing our back knuckle. Ready? And go. So block, parry, and back knuckle, and reset. Ready, and go. So block, parry, and back. Still shuffling, and go. Block, parry, and back. Ready, team, and go. Block, parry, and back. Ready, team, and go. So block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. So block, parry, and back. Ready, and go. Block, parry, oh. Parry, and back. All right, and relax, team. Awesome. We're going to have Mr. Casey come up here. She's going to take us through our self-defense.
Awesome.
That's
And Mr. Kemper, you can stay out here. We are working on a new technique this week called thrusting salute. The attack is from the attacker's perspective, so it's a right, straight wrist grab. So Mr. Kemper is going to take his right hand. He's going to grab straight across. First thing I'm going to do is create some distance. I'm going to step back as I do a downward block right to the top of his wrist. From here, I'm going to take my back leg and snap out an advancing front kick to the stomach or groin, landing forward as I do a palm right under the jaw. I'm going to cover out, stop, stay back. Good. So let's go through that together as a team. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Here we go. So everyone say thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. So again, it's from the attacker's perspective. They're going to take their right hand and they're going to grab straight across. So you're going to hold your left hand out, make a fist with your other, bring it up to your shoulder. As we step back, we're going to do that downward block, and we're going to also pull our wrist back into a chamber. So we're doing boom all at the same time. Let's try that again. Thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Hold your left hand out, bring your right hand across, ready, step back, down. Notice how I'm dropping my stance too. You want to bend your knees and create a nice base for yourself. Let's try that again. Thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Our left hand is out, ready, step back, down. From here, we're going to take our back leg, that left leg, we're going to snap out an advancing front kick. Meaning we kick and we're going to land forward with that kick. Okay, let's try that again. Thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Left hand out, step back, down. Left leg, advancing front kick, kick. We land forward. You're going to use the momentum as you're landing forward. You're going to then palm strike up. Okay, I like to stay in a nice strong base when I palm strike. If your attacker is a lot taller than you, you can slide your feet together to kind of create that height. Okay, let's try that again. Thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Left hand out, ready, step back, down. Kick, asa, stop, stay back. Again, thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Ready, down. Kick, asa, stop, stay back. One more time, ready, thrusting salute, right, straight, wrist grab. Down, kick, asa, stop, stay back. Great job, team. Everybody out, relax, dance. We're going to turn it over to Mr. Kepper for our lesson of the week.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, team, everyone gather around. So action takers, this is a super cool lesson of the week. It's about activity versus accomplishment. So there's this French scientist who did a really unusual study. He got this processionary caterpillars, and non-processionary caterpillars follow each other around everywhere they go. So they kind of follow the leader until they end up finding food. Well, he put them in a circle where the back one actually touched the front one. And when they started following each other, they kept going in a circle. And in the middle of the circle, he put their favorite food, like it's pine needles. And he has it right in the middle of the circle. Well, the caterpillars started walking, and they're circling around each other and walking. They did tons of activity, team. They were working. The food was right there in the center of them. And guess what? After 7 days, they started to die from starvation or exhaustion because they kept just circling around it, and they never took a detour. Okay. Now think about it. Every day we are doing things, but are really accomplishing anything? So often we're doing things because it's the way that other people have done it in the past. Or it's the way that it has always been done, right? It's like, well, that's the way it's always been done, so we'll just keep doing it that way. What I'm asking everyone now is to have that black belt attitude. Be an action taker. Ask yourself, why are we doing it that way? And most importantly, what am I accomplishing, and what do I want to accomplish? Sometimes you're accomplishing something you don't even care about or want to. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about where you're going to be in 20 years. What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of house do you want to live in? What kind of a relationship do you want to have? What kind of family are you going to have? And check if every day you're getting closer to accomplishing that goal. If you're not, or if you're not sure, let's talk about it, right? Come chat with me, come chat with your instructors. We'd love to hear about it. Maybe we can give you some help, some tips on how to get there. Right? All right, team, go out there and be action takers. I'm going to turn this back over to Ms. Casey. She's going to take us through one of our katas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, team, we're going to go over our first kata, open hand creative, for our white through green belts. So everybody out, natural stance. Attention. Bring your hand up. Action kata. Open hand creative. Now, we chamber our hands. We're going to step forward with our left leg. Ready? Rising block. Soup. Soup. Asa. Soup. Asa. Step over to our left side. Inward block. Soup. Soup. Asa. Okay, if you stopped here, what we're going to do next is take our front leg, that left leg, and we're going to kind of do a little shift and change our stance here into a horse stance as we do a side fist straight out with that left hand. Okay, from here, we're going to pull that left leg back into our crane. We're going to chamber as we crane down towards that left side. Let's try that again. Action kata. Open hand creative. Bow. Soup. Soup. Asa. Soup. Asa. Turn to the left. Soup. Soup. Asa. Soup. We're going to crane. Soup. Your hand's going to come up as we snap out a wheel kick. Asa. With that wheel kick, you're going to drop your leg straight down. Not out like in your guarding stance. You're going to drop it straight down so your feet are together. Chamber your right, left hand up nice and strong in our guarding stance. Let's go through that again. Action kata, open hand creative. Bow, chamber. Soup, soup, asa. Soup, asa. Soup, soup, asa. Soup, soup, asa. And land. Great job, team. Next, we're going to turn it over to Mr. Kepper for our Tampa kata. Thank you, sir.
All right, team, this is for our brown belts and higher. Please go ahead and grab your tampas. If you're working on Creative 1, everyone should be really working on Creative 1. You're going to see a big correlation between Creative 1 and our striking tampa kata. So, everyone stand on your natural stance. Say, striking tampa. Snap to attention. Bow. Right back at your natural stance. Ready, move number 1. We're stepping forward. We do a rising block. 2 punches. 1, 2. 3, we're doing this swinging strike out to the midsection. We're going to come up. Remember, the front hand has to go up a little bit so you don't hit yourself. Swing across your body. So on 4, we're swinging back, and we're coming back to our crane strike. 5, swinging back up to your arm, back to our guard, and we're going to step in, block, and strike at the same time. Awesome, team. So I think this is where most of us left off last time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go kind of find the same pattern as Creative 1. From here, we're going to turn to our left. We're going to take our front hand, we're going to block in, we're going to circle around and block down. Awesome, team. And then from here, instead of punching like in Creative 1, we're going to do that horizontal swing just like we did at the beginning of this kata. We're going to swing around, and we're going to come back. All right, so let's just go back to our reset point. Our reset point for today is going to be right here. It's going to be a rising block, and it's going to be the vertical strike. All right, team, so what we're going to do from here is we're turning over to the right, we're turning to our left. We're going to block in, we're going to block down, we're going to swing around. Awesome. From here, team, we're going to swing back around, and what we're going to do is we're going to come back, and we're going to go back into our crane strike. Our other hand is coming up into a guard, just like this. So very similar to what we did at the beginning of the kata. All right. So let's go back to our reset point. So our left leg is forward, our left arm is up, our right arm is out. We're turning to our left, we do our inward block, we do our downward block, we do our swing strike. We come back into our crane strike. Boom. From here, we're going to come back up. 2 kicks. 1 low, 1 high. Plant your feet back down in your guard, and we're going to freeze right here. It's going to be at any point for the day. So let's go back through that from our reset point. So back from our rising block to our punch. Right, team, from here. We are getting from here. We're going to turn. We're going to block. We're going to block. We're going to punch. Oh, sorry. We're going to swing. We're going to come back and we're going to swing again. Come back up. Crane. 1, 2. Try and keep your balance better than I just did. Plant your foot back down. And that's going to be your ending point. Team, I want to do it doing it from the side. So we'll start over here. So you can see it from a different angle. We go all the way through the kata. So right here. So striking tanfa. We're going to bow. Actually, just because I'm going to change minds, I want to make sure you can see the side view a little bit better. I'm going to start on this side. All right, so striking tanfa. All right, so movement 1, we step out with our left leg, we do a rising block. All right, 2, punch, punch. 3, hook it around. 4, come back in our crane. 5, block and punch. 6, turn to the side. 7, block and block. 8, swing around across our body. 9, come back around, crane down. From here, 10, 1, 2, and we plant our guard right back to where we started from. All right. So that is our kata for our striking set. We're going to put our tanfas down. Again, if you're white through green, continue working on creative 1. If you are brown or higher, continue working on striking tanfa. And if you're a black belt or higher, we're going to go on Panther Set. So let's put our weapons away, and we'll come right back. All right, team, so we're going through Panther Set. So back up a little bit, we need a lot more room for this one today. So team, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to go to a reset point where we left off last week. We're going to introduce 3 new techniques. So we're going to be doing left side, right side, to going forward and going backwards with us. You're going to see lots of different variations of those 3 techniques. So we're going to start with our natural stance. Snap to attention. Step out. Come back. Bend your knees slightly. Team, take your left hand, stick it all the way up, palm up. Circle all the way around. Make sure you're looking around, following your palm as you go around in the circle. Come all the way back to the front. Awesome, team. Turn your palm over, palm down. Follow your palm down. Come all the way back to the front. From here, open up to the left. Bring it back. Strike in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th one, pull it back. Left, right hand comes out. Circle all the way around. Big circle. Circle around. All the way around. Big circle. Go to the right. Come back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. 2 punches. 1, 2. Imagine that you grab your wrist, you snap it out, bring it back into our chamber. From here, we're going to go into horse stance. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back into horse stance. We're going to do our low Buddha, middle Buddha, high Buddha. Circle around, block in front, come back into what I consider our Panther position. From here, we're going to do 4 strikes to the front. 1, 2, and they're coming straight in, 3, and 4. Imagine someone just grabbed hold of your wrist, snap your wrist down, pop them up. Cross your arms, back knuckles to the side. Give yourself a hug as you come back up here, back to our Panther position. Starting to the left, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, pressing it out. Snap back up. 1, 2, 3, snap back up. So we're slow, then exploding, right? 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a reset point for the day. So this is where everyone should be up to this point. So we're going to introduce the new part of the kata from here. And when I say reset, we're going right back to this spot. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look to the left. We're going to shift. I shift back over to my right. As I do, I go in almost in a cup and saucer position. I step forward, and so my left leg is forward. I'm doing a left forearm block and a right punch. From here, step forward, kind of cup and saucer to the side, step out, block and punch. Step in, block and punch. All right, cool. So we just did that. It's one move, but we did it on the 2 times on one side and 1 time on the other side. So let's go back and just do that part again. So back to our reset point, which is our horse stance. Our left arm is out, our right hand is up in our Panther position. From here, we're going to shift and strike. We're going to step in, shift and strike. Right? Step in, shift and strike. Cool. Now we're going to do the same thing going the other direction. So I'm just going to look behind me, come back to my chamber, step out, strike and block at the same time. Step forward, strike and block at the same time. Step forward, strike and block at the same time. So 3 going to our left, 3 going to our right. We're still just doing one technique here, team. We're just all right, doing it from different sides and different angles. So let's go back to our reset point. Last more to our kata. From right here, team. Spread your feet out, hands up, left hand out, right hand to your chamber position. Right, turn to your left, block and punch. Step forward, block and punch. Step forward, block and punch. Turn the other direction, block and punch. Step forward, block and punch. Step forward, block and punch. Awesome, team. From here, we're going to shift back into a horse stance. Hands come back almost in that Kata position again, and we're going to do a right punch. From here, we're going to step into a horse stance, left punch. So it's a vertical fist strike here. We're stepping back to our horizontal horse stance, punch. Back to our other side, punch, and stepping forward, punch. So we introduced 2 more moves there. So from a horse stance, we were doing 1 punch, stepping in, doing a 2nd punch. So if I was looking at it from the side, I'm here in my horse stance, I'm stepping in, and I'm punching, stepping in, punch, and stepping in and punching. So let's go back to our reset point. Let's look at that all the way from the beginning. Right here, back here, hands out, in my chamber. Right, team, and we're going to block and punch, step, block, punch, step, block, punch. Turn, we're going back to the right. Step, block, punch, step, block, punch, step, block, punch. From here, your front leg, your right leg shifts back into a horse stance, and we're going to punch with the right hand to the front. Step with your left leg in a horse stance. Left vertical fist punch, step forward, back to a horse stance. Right punch, step forward. Left punch, step forward, right punch. From here, come back. We're going to just reverse the directions. We're going to strike, come back, punch, vertical strike, come back and punch. Awesome. And at this point, when you go into the kata, you should be ending up in the exact same spot you started out in. So if you're stepping at a good distance, you're using consistent pacing, you should stop and start at this point right at the exact same spot. So let's just go through that section one more time. Everybody spread your feet out, hands up, left arm out, right? So turning to the left, we're going to block and punch, step, block and punch, step, block and punch. Turn, block and punch, step, block and punch, step, block and punch. Shift back to the front, horse stance, right punch. Step in, vertical punch. Step forward, right punch. Left, vertical punch. Right punch. Going backwards, step back, vertical fist punch, right horizontal punch, left vertical fist, right punch. And we're back to our starting point. Awesome, team. Let's take that and we're going to go all the way from the very beginning to the very end of this technique. This kata, right? So one time, all the way through. Right? Panther set. Bend the knees, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 'Right, now we're back to the new set, team, ready? And we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 3. Right, and 4. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Right, and going back. Ready? 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Relax, recover. All right, team. So that's Panther set up through section 3. So I'm going to turn this back over to Miss Casey. Do a little bit of workout first, right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All yours, ma'am.
All right, team. For our first round, we're going to be doing what we call a basic tripod. So let me explain. I'm going to give you guys kind of a side view for this, and I'll give you both views. So you're going to start down on the ground, and you're going to take one hand, and you're going to put it behind you with your fingers back. Now, when we're doing this, your shoulder placement is going to be very, very important, because if it's placed poorly, you're going to injure yourself, and of course we don't want that. So check your shoulder. Naturally, your shoulder is going to want to kind of go forward. What you need to do is turn your shoulder back. You're going to keep your other hand up, kind of along your center line. I like to keep my fingers pointed towards the ceiling. From here, you're going to plant your feet. Again, check that shoulder's back, and you're going to lift your hips straight up, making sure that your hips are squared off, facing towards that ceiling. We're going to drop down. My hand's going to come to the center, and my other hand drops straight back. I'm going to lift up and straight down. Okay? If you would like a challenge, all you're going to simply do is when you go up, we're going to take this hand and we're going to extend it up. So what that's going to look like, we're going to go up. This hand's going to extend so the shoulder is stacked right on top of the other, but still keeping our hips squared. We drop down, go back to the center, and the other side, we go up, point, back down to the center. So here we go. I'm going to stick to the basic version, but again, if you want that challenge, going straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to go for about a minute, team. Pace yourself. Go at your own pace. Again, don't go too fast. I want you to really focus on that shoulder placement so we don't injure ourselves. All right, so here we go. 1 minute. Ready, get set, and go. Ready. Up and down. Up and down. And up and down. Each time you go up, try to hold it for a little second. Ready, up, hold it, and down. And switch, up and down. Ready, up and down. Other side, up, squeeze those abs, and down. We switch halfway there, up and down. Ready, up and down. Good, team. Almost there. Ready? Up and down. Switch and up and down. Try to get a couple more. Ready? Up and down. And one more. Ready? Up and down. Great job, team. Shake it out. And we're going to pass it over to Mr. Keffer for the next round. Catch your breath. Focus in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Go ahead, sir.
All right, team, for the next round, we're going to do is wheel kicks, or we're going to do double wheel kicks, or we're going to do wheel kick roundhouse kicks, depending on what your challenge level is going to be. So just take a look at these real quick. So we're going to be in our guarding stance. Starting on our guarding stance, wheel kick comes off the front leg, our hands are up. We want to chamber, kick, back, and down, right? That's our basic wheel kick. So if you're comfortable with doing that, you should try and do 2 wheel kicks, which is going to be 1, 2, and come back. And you can change the height up a little bit if you want to go low and high. That's okay, but pick 2 wheel kicks, work, and challenge yourself to do 2 wheel kicks, right? Or if you want to go a little more of a challenge, you can do wheel kick, roundhouse kick. So wheel kick, roundhouse kick is going to be, front leg's going to be wheel kick. As we plant it down, we're going to shift, roundhouse kick, and I'm going to advancing forward this, so I'll be just switching feet back and forth each time I do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going through this again. We're going to try and go for like a minute round. Okay. We're going to do like 3 on one side, we'll switch, do 3 on the other side, switch 3 on one side, 3 on the other. I'm going to escalate as I go through it. So I'll start out with basic wheel kicks, I'll go to double wheel kicks, I'll go to wheel kick, roundhouse kicks as I'm going through it. Pick the challenge level that's appropriate for you and stick with that one, try and stick with it the entire time. All right, team, ready? Back to our natural stance, back to your guard stance, all right, team, and go. So wheel kick, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to switch sides, do 3 on the other side, right? 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Switch sides again, right? And go. 1, 2, and 3, and then switch sides, right? And again, ready? Up. 1, 2, and 3, and switch sides. All right, 2 wheel kicks this time. If you again pick what challenge level is good for you, right? And go. So 1, 2, right? And go. 1, 2, and go. 1, 2, and I'm gonna switch sides, right? And go. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, go. 1, 2. I'm gonna switch sides. All right, I'm going to switch up and go to the wheel kick, roundhouse kick. So again, kick the challenge levels works best for you, right? And go. So wheel kick, roundhouse kick, and I'm switching sides each time now. So wheel kick, roundhouse kick, switch back, ready again. Wheel kick, roundhouse kick, come back, ready and go. Wheel kick, roundhouse kick, and back. I think we have one more team, ready and go. Wheel kick, roundhouse kick, and back. Awesome, thank you very much. Remember, between each round, make sure you're taking a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth, control your breathing. In this case, he's coming back for the next round. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Next, we're going to be doing some V extensions, very similar to our V-ups, but we're actually going to keep our knees bent. We're going to, again, turn to the side to demonstrate. So we're going to kind of go out. Think of it like your 6 inches position. Your feet are up off the ground. For that extra challenge, lift your upper body off the ground. Okay? What we're going to do is bend our knees and bring our hands to the outside, kind of like we're bending our body in half there. Okay? If you want to challenge, when you go back out, instead of keeping your legs together, you're going to come out, in, before you come back up. Okay, so we'll try a little bit of both. All right, let's get ourselves set. We'll start in 10 seconds. Get your last couple deep breaths in. Ready, set, start from your 6-inch position and go. In, out, in, out. In, out. You can lift those arms over your head for that extra challenge. Ready. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. If you want that challenge, go out. In, bend your body in half. In, out. Scissor kick, out. In, out. Out, in, out, out, in, out. Let's get at least 2 more in here. Ready, out, in, out. 1 more, out, in, out. Good job, team. Get a deep breath in through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Passing it back over to Mr. Kepper.
Thank you, ma'am.
Awesome.
All right, team. So next round is we're going to be doing clinch knee, switch knee, push roundhouse. That's our combination for the cycle. So remember this one, we're in our guarding stance. We're going to clinch. So when you're doing the clinch, it's really important that you grab the back of the head, you overlay your hands and pull in. Don't intertwine your fingers. If you find yourself intertwining your fingers, you know you can hurt yourself. Someone grabs your fingers and squeezes them together. It's very painful. So we're going to make sure our hands over top, we're covering our hands together, we're pulling in. Right? So as we pull in here, we're going to take our back leg up, we're going to bring our knee up into their chest, and we're going to put it right back down. From here, we're going to switch our feet. Right? I love this switch because when I'm switching my feet, I know my center of gravity drops, I pull them down a little lower. So my first knee might be to the groin or to their stomach. My second knee is almost always chest or face level because I pull them down a little bit lower after I switch. So I drive my knee in from here. We're going to push. We're going to pivot. Roundhouse kick. Again, I like to do an advancing roundhouse kick on this, just so I can slide back, and then I'm ready to do it on the other side. So I'm ready to go back and back to my reset point. All right, team. So let's take a moment, take a deep breath. Ready, back to your guarding stance. All right, team, and begin. We're just going to pull in, clinch, knee. Remember, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick. Jump back to your starting point. So team, remember doing those knees, we're gonna clinch. We need to put that knee right back where we got it from. Then we switch. Knees, put it up, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, come back and drop back, right? Again, we're gonna clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse, come back. Racing again, we're gonna go clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, right? Slide back. And again, team, ready? Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, and back. Ready, and go. We're gonna go clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, and back. And this is gonna be our last one, team, ready? And clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, and back. Awesome, team, and relax. Everyone take a moment. Deep breath into your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Keep going, Miss Casey, they're all yours.
All right, team. Awesome. Here we go. Next round is going to be squats. Specifically, we're going to do sumo-style squats. So instead of you dropping your butt straight down and bending as low as you can, you're gonna turn your knees kind of on a slight outward angle. Okay, we're gonna keep our hands up or chambered, whatever you prefer. We're gonna go a minute here where you're just dropping down and back up. For those of you who want to challenge, you can add going up onto the balls of your feet, going under your tippy toes. So that would look like this. We squat, tiptoe, and back down. Squat, tiptoe, and then of course back down. Third level for my junior black belts out there, somebody who needs that extra challenge. Anybody could do this, but you're gonna add a jump. Okay, with that, we're gonna squat, jump, and back into that squat position. Okay team, so here we go. Starting with the basic one, regular squats. Ready, set, you pick your challenge, ready, and go. Squat, and back up. Squat, and back up. Try to time your breathing with your squats. Good. Make sure you're dropping as low as you can go. Good. Those of you who want that extra challenge, add your tiptoes. Unless you're already doing it, great job. Tiptoe and down. Up and down. Great job, team. Couple more seconds. 10 more. 10 more seconds, that is. Get as many squats as you can. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, team. Breathe in and breathe out. Mr. Pepper, all yours.
All right, team, for our next round, this is about to be our final workout round. Then we'll do a little bit of stretching at the end. For the next round, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing burpees. We have two different ways of doing it. We have the traditional burpees, and we also have our 8-count bodybuilder burpees. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to do it from the side. Traditional burpees, right? We start with our hands up. We're going to squat down. And guys, I see a lot, especially the younger students who like to just from here, like drop down to a plank position. Please don't do that. Part of the burpee is really squatting down, getting our hands in the position. We want to make sure we stay safe. We don't want to wrench an elbow or a shoulder because we're throwing ourselves down on the floor. So as we're doing the burpees, we're going to squat down. Boom. We're going to take our feet, push them up behind us. We're going to do our push-up. We're going to bring our feet back together. We're going to hop up in the air, right? That's a burpee. The 8-count bodybuilder is pretty much the same thing, except once you do the push-up, you kind of do like a jumping jack with it. We spread our feet out and bring them back together. So I'll show you that. So the 8-count bodybuilder is from here. We're getting our squat down, hands on the floor. We're going to throw our legs out behind us. We're going to do our push-ups. When we're down low, spread those feet out, bring them back in, come back up, in, and then jump. All right, so those are the two that we're going to be doing. So I think for me, I'm going to mix it up. I'll do one regular burpee, one 8-count bodybuilder, one regular burpee, one 8-count bodybuilder. So if you want to do all 8-count bodybuilders, perfectly okay. If you want to do all regular burpees, again, perfectly okay, right? Whatever is going to be your challenge for you. I'm going to mix them up so you can kind of see both of them if you want as we're going through this. All right, you ready? Hands are up. Take a deep breath. All right, team, and go, right? Squat down, out. We're going to push up and jump. That's one, right? Next one's going to be my 8-count. Here, down, out, back, in, and up. Back to my regular burpee. Now my 8-count. Awesome. Back to my regular burpee. Back to my 8-count. Back to the regular burpee. Back to my 8-count. One more regular burpee. Ready? Here we go. Awesome, team, and relax. Shake it out. Remember, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a moment to get your breathing under control. Casey, all yours for the stretch.
Awesome. All right, team. Let's start by stretching our hamstrings here. What we're going to do is take one foot, try to get your balance, or if you want to hold on to something for balance, go for it. You're just going to take one leg, Lift it up, and your goal is to drive your knees straight down and pull that foot back as far as you can. You don't want your knee to come like way back or forward. You want it straight down to the ground. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. And let's switch. Other side, same thing. Find your balance or hold on to something. And lift that other leg up. And squeeze it in. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Couple more deep breaths here. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. And out through your mouth. Hold it. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. Good job, team. Keep focusing on that breathing. Mr. Pepper is going to come back in for our announcement.
Thank you, ma'am. Awesome team. Great job, everyone, working out. So cool workout today. Love the fact we're getting so far into the katas, striking Tafa, Panther Set, Creative 1. I really enjoy doing the katas. And so we're seeing so much diversity this time around with all these new techniques. Fantastic. I love doing it. Team, this is the final week of this part of our belt cycle, which means that next week is going to be strike week, right? So you need to make sure you're practicing all three of your self-defense techniques, but for this week primarily, what you need to make sure you're doing is take a video of yourself doing thrusting salute, send that to your online coach, make sure they see that and give you some feedback on it so you're going to be ready set for next week. Don't forget to practice your katas, and everyone have a good week. Looking forward to training with you next week. Everyone back to your natural stance. Snap to attention. Face front and bow. Baby, see ya. Take care, team. See you soon.